Namaste. Hello, beautiful souls. Habari Gani. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sadhana, and I'm here today to share with you some prompts for the fourth day of Kwanzaa, Ujamaa. And the prompts today get us to reflect on our businesses and, more importantly, how we can support one another in our businesses. The theme is also called Cooperative Economics, which is something that we don't usually contemplate. I was introduced to the holiday, the celebration of Kwanzaa, by one of the members of YouTube. Her channel name is Oyas Girl, also known as Queen Osset, last year. And so last year I joined in her 7 days of Kwanzaa celebration that included 7 spreads. These spreads were created by Veronica Rose, and both of these lovely souls channels are linked in the description box below. And so what I'm sharing with you is based on their work that it was a series that I participated in last year. So this is not my original, these are not my original spreads. And today, I'm going to use the African Tarot. The artwork is by Victoria Ivanova, I believe. She's actually a Russian artist, and this was a deck that I'll show you that larger in just a second. A deck that I saw on Queen Osset's channel last year. Queen Osset Oya's Girls channel last year. Yeah. So I would like to dive right into the spread, but before I do that, I just want to point out behind me here, I have lit the 4th candle, which is red. And so during Kwanzaa, there's candles that are lit for each day. Black candle at the center and red on the right, green on the left. And so I'll have 3 red and 3 green on either side of the black candle by day 7. And these are candles that I have rolled specifically for this event myself. Yeah, so welcome. Hello, Irene. All right, so I have made banners, so you can follow along, and I will also show you this the box up close for the deck that I'm using today. Let me just flip this. And also, it's important to say that I am behind the schedule. So Kwanzaa begins on the 26th of December and ends on the 1st of January. But I've not been able to schedule these 7 days sequentially. So please forgive me for that. I am going to do all 7 of the days, but just not on the days that they are intended to be. However, my intention and my heart is the same, regardless of when these are broadcast. So this is the deck that I'm using today. It's called the African Tarot. I'm just showing you the box. And I have used this deck a few times. The art is this is not tarot card incredible. Very powerful powerful artwork. And I will show you the spread. All of these spreads for the 7 days are 7 cards. 7 cards for 7 days of Kwanzaa. Hello, Donna. So as I'm shuffling these cards, there's something that came up in one of the previous ones, and that was I was reflecting on a sacred shared space that I used to be a part of. And I'm just wondering if there's any way that something like that could manifest where I live here. And so just putting some energy into that also as I shuffle these cards. And I want to let the prompts speak to me organically. I have no particular intention for what aspect of my business or professional life that this reading is going to speak to today. These spreads tend to bring up for me, they've been quite emotional and full of beautiful energy. So let me take that off so you can see the cards. Okay, so we're going to go 3 cards over here. So 1, 2, 3. So those are the first 3 cards. I still have all these cards on the table for the other readings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. If I did not save the PDF from last year, and if Veronica Rose actually sends it to me again, I will be sure to post it. But I have also typed out the individual prompts in the description box below, so you can come back and refer to them at any time. All right, Clevis, hello, hello. So let's go to card number 1, and please feel free to share. Go do this along with me. And as you, rather than just naming the card that you drew, maybe put a couple of words around what you feel the energy of the card is. So my current state of financial self-sufficiency. This is the 4 of Cups. So to me, this would indicate emotional uncertainty. However, one of the things that I really like about this card is that the body language is quite active. And the face of the person in the card is looking at the offering, which is quite unusual in an RWS deck. Usually there's a disinterest in the offering. And so let me answer this in terms of the prompt. My current state of financial self-sufficiency is based on, this is interesting. So, which is true, right? Because my income is based on what is offered by others, but so is everybody's business. I don't know. I kind of feel like there's something here. There's something here about something unknown, or being open to gifts from all directions, perhaps. I'm definitely going to have to sit with this one. It's not obviously apparent. The second card, sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. My current belief about my own economic power. Now that's a very different energy. I'll show you the card up close. And when I look at those 2 cards side by side, so we have Cups and Wands. They're also looking, both of these cards are receiving, well, they're receiving from the past. And I find sometimes we forget that the gifts that we receive, or the energy that we receive, is coming through ancestral support. It's coming through, we need to remember that when we're looking at economics and so forth, that money and business is energy. And we can't separate or forget our spiritual connection to all of this as well too. So the more that we commit to our practices and our spiritual work, the more that we will reap in our material, financial, practical side of things. Okay. Yeah, this is a very interesting concept today because we don't usually, and this is, go to the, I'm going to go to the, just read you the entire prompt for today below. I'm just going to read this one. So day 4, Ujamaa, cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. What is my relationship with the energy of money? And in both of these cards, what I am seeing, what I am feeling is the word gift. I feel the energy of gift. Okay, the third card for me is another ace. Ace of discs. So there's definitely a theme that's going on here. And perhaps this is the energy of a surge, of a financial shift of direction, being open to opportunities, being open to blessings or new doors opening, unexpected new doors opening. Well, that is a very strong card, Clevis. And I think the conversation that Dee and Donna are having here is really important as well too, that a lot of light workers struggle with the energy of money. And there's another concept that's really important here, and that is to always be aware of not undermining or undervaluing ourselves. That what we provide, the services that we provide, are of a very high frequency, and that they need to be priced accordingly. Oh, Clevis, beautiful cards. My goodness. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to be leaving these to percolate for the new year on my table because there's something that's going on here. Let's go to the fourth banner. How I can improve my financial self-sufficiency. I've got 7 of Pentacles, which makes sense, right? I have a lot of things that are growing at this time, and I'm fully aware that, don't really like the expression, but Rome wasn't built in a day. We want to take our time, and it's always been important to me to allow things to grow organically. And if something is not growing, it needs to be nourished. And then also know that not everything is meant to grow in a huge way. Sometimes things are best kept small. And I'm okay with that as well too. Right? I don't have a huge following in terms of YouTube, and that is also a reflection of the size of my shop, my business, right? I don't have 3.5 million followers. I have 3,500 followers, right? It's relative. So the fifth one, how can I improve my beliefs of my economic power? Interesting question. I have 4 of Wands. What is coming up for me here is more of what we were talking about in the last hour, the power of connection. The power of connection. And one of the things I did with the Tarot 2021-2022 group is I had a little gathering for Yule. It was not scripted. It was very poorly planned, but we just gathered and I just shared a few things as I was starting to create my Yule altar. And the question is, how can I improve my beliefs of economic power? I just feel like joy. This is another thing we were talking about last hour, and that is the joyfulness. Just be joy. Love what you do and do what you love. Celebrate. In celebration, you create a foundation. How about that? In celebration, you create a foundation. I like that. Yeah. Okay, the sixth one, the best way for me to financially contribute to the local community. This question was also touched on in another spread, and I felt that there was something right here in my immediate neighborhood that I might be able to do. But let's see what card comes up here today. Ooh. Okay, so it's 10 of swords. Body is face up. The arrows are touching the body, not piercing the body. You know, okay, this is odd. I don't know if this is odd, but I also talked about now it's time for me to go back to doing grief work. I oh, okay, a couple of things. Bada bada boom. And I was because I was thinking about death and I'm thinking about that body lying there. However, offering the best way for me to financially contribute to the local community might be to give people a break. Maybe there is a day where I offer complimentary service. And what I'm also seeing here is this person lying on my Reiki table and receiving energy. Often this is seen as an acupuncture card. But perhaps the best way for me to financially contribute to the local community is to give local discounts or um, opportunities. And I think local discounts is a better way than giving away myself free for a day. Leaning into the artwork rather than the ten of swords. Um, Ten of swords is about surrender. For me, it means it's about surrender. Surrender to whatever the community needs. Interesting, eh? This artwork is really something. How does this art make you feel? Okay. And the seventh one. How can I best build cooperative networks and systems? And I see this speaking to the whole YouTube thing. Hmm. Thanks, Donna. Um, but also locally as well, too. So let's see what this card is. And this is Well, doesn't this kind of make sense? Which means there's really nothing to change but to own what I do. This is also my life path card. And another thing that I'm feeling here is that the high priestess doesn't go out and seek business. The high priestess, people know where the high priestess is, and they come when they're ready. And that fits who I am so well. I don't want to be out advertising and marketing. It also doesn't seem to fit the nature and the energy of what it is that I do. Wow, Irene, yay. And when I do posts every now and then, prompting and sharing my business, it's not entirely comfortable for me. I'd much rather be the one that appears when you need me. Like, I love it when you come to me and I don't have to go to you. There's something about that. So this helps to honor what I feel is right for the nature of what it is that I do. Yeah. Cool. All right. So those are the prompts for day 4, and I encourage you. Yes, your business practice grows by word of mouth. And it's really quite incredible how that happens, both locally and internationally. Somebody tells somebody and people show up here and there. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it. I'm going to be back for Kwanzaa day 5 in a couple of days. And I'm going to take tomorrow off and nurture and nourish myself. And yeah, so I'll see you on Sunday for the next one. And I'll be lighting the second green candle. If you scroll down, you can see what the theme is for the next one. So the next one is Nia, which is purpose. And so we'll be doing a spread to support that. You're welcome, Elena. Thanks for being here. All right. Anything else that I need to say before I go? Um, the on Tuesday, the Lenormand series is starting. So Tuesday at 10. There's no thumbnail up yet. I need to do that. Wednesday, we are starting the Hush Tarot deep dive. There's no thumbnail up for that yet. So that starts on Wednesday. Wednesday will be 4 p.m. So the deck deep dives alternate on Wednesday, and these are all Pacific times, 4 p.m., 4 p.m., and then 10 a.m., 10 a.m. And if there's a fifth Friday, it'll also be 10 a.m. Um, and then the tarot through the chakras courses start Tuesday night and Wednesday night. So there's a lot of things starting next week. So the best place is to go to, well, there's a few different places. I've tried to put a schedule as well too on my community page here. Thank you so much. It is the last day of 2021. And so let's just give each other a big virtual hug. And I want to wish you bright blessings for this shift through from one chronological year to another. And may there be lots of light and warmth for you in the days ahead. And I look forward to connecting with you on January 2nd. Namaste.